Hello, my name is Nicole V and I would first like to start off with a statistic. The United States Environmental Protection Agency estimates that the United States alone uses more than 380 billion plastic bags each year, and only 5% of these plastic bags end up being recycled. So my major claim is that plastic bags will soon be banned from our stores because of the harmful effects that they have on our environment. My secondary claim is that plastic bags litter our landscape. They end up in our waterways, parks, and landfills. And my third supporting claim is that plastic bags kill animals. Many animals mistake plastic bags for food, which then results in their death. Since the United States uses 380 billion plastic bags each year, about 100 billion of these plastic bags end up in the trash. So let's ask this question: what happens to the other 280 billion plastic bags every year? Let's revisit my second claim. Some of these plastic bags end up littering our landscape. According to the Ocean Conservation Group, plastic bags are the 5th most common debris item found on our beaches. Because plastic bags take hundreds of years to break down, our seas become home to more and more of these bags. Every year they find their way there through our sewers and lakes. Coastal cleanups have turned up more than 354,000 stray bags each year. Aside from polluting our beaches and waterways, plastic bags are found floating around the streets and parks. How many of us have driven over a plastic bag hoping that it doesn't get stuck under our car or on the cargo? Less than 5% of these plastic bags are recycled. Plastic bags are non-biodegradable, and according to the American Chemistry Council, the decomposition of plastic bags takes about 1,000 years. And even biodegradable plastic is made of wood fibers and plastic fibers, which leaves tiny pieces in the earth that will remain forever. Let's look at my third claim. Plastic bags kill animals. Since plastic bags are now ever present in our environment, they are killing both our land and water animals. Planet Ark, an international environmental group, estimates that 100,000 whales, seals, turtles, and other marine animals are killed each year by plastic bags, either by consumption or strangulation. Many animals ingest plastic bags, mistaking them for food, and therefore die. The worst part is that the ingested bags remain intact even after the death and decomposition of the animal. Thus it lies around the landscape waiting for another victim to ingest it. So now that we know that plastic bags have a harmful effect on our environment by being non-biodegradable, littering the landscape, killing animals, there will soon be a ban on plastic bags in our stores. We will follow our other countries like Australia, Ireland, Italy, and South Africa actions to ban or reduce the use of plastic bags. In Ireland, for example, they charge a plastic tax of about 20 cents per bag, which the customers have to pay. And this tax has cut the amount of plastic bags used in the country by more than 90%. Here in the United States, a popular store, IKEA, has the same concept. They charge customers 5 cents for every bag that they use when purchasing an item. California leads the nation in trying to reduce and protect the environment. 3 years ago, San Francisco passed a law aiming at reducing plastic bag consumption, Assembly Bill 32. And recently, a few months ago, with Assembly Bill 1998, the bag ban bill. With the continuous push and concern for these bills, plastic bags will soon be banned from our stores to help protect our environment.
Well, the subjects identified, I'm a little concerned about the proposition because it really, your proposition is a prediction about a policy taking place, not about whether or not there's a need for that policy. Most of your argument talks about the need for the policy, but it doesn't talk about the likelihood of that policy being adopted, and that's the key point. If that's your main proposition, that this is going to happen, that we need. In essence, you're relying on the actions of Australia, Ireland, Italy, and San Francisco to be enough to influence the state of California or the country. I forget which you specified in your oral statement. I think at the end you were talking about the state, but in the main claim, I think it didn't specify whether or not that was going to be worldwide, statewide, or nationwide. So you're making a political inference here, and I think you need some more political data on the likelihood that people will act on the basis of the warnings that you're talking about. I think you've got the better argument about whether or not they are potentially threatening to the environment or if a reason to get rid of them exists. Let's see. The signposting on the secondary claims is okay. You've got a good diversity of information on the supporting points. All of them seem like you've developed something for each of those points. A couple of them you had good source citations on. I thought that it was a little confusing because you mentioned how many bags there were and how many end up in the oceans, and then you mentioned you've got one number that says that 354,000 were recovered on the coast. I'm going, well, that's certainly far less than the billions that you're talking about, and not to minimize it in any way, but that's, the numbers seemed a little inconsistent with some of the statistics you were presenting earlier. I thought you did a nice job presenting to the audience, and like I said, I think you've got a stronger argument about the threat of these plastic bags to the environment than you do the prediction that they will be banned.